Hello, my peace-loving, profound, pensive Pisces. Welcome back to my channel. As you know, I am Sachi the Scorpio, and I am here to give you a Twin Flame Soulmate reading for March into April, so the end of March into April, kind of like Aries season. I hope that Pisces season is ending well for you, and that Aries season goes well. Happy birthday, Pisces, by the way. And yeah, so things are a little bit different. I changed the deck that I'm going to be using for the general energy. This one is spot on. It's already slapping all over the place. And the Manara, the erotic tarot, we are going to do for the sexual energy at the end. So I'm making this a sex deck only. So for anyone new here, welcome. This is the general energy, and then we use this as a light clarifier, which is the more light-hearted karmic lessons that we learn in these soulmate twin flame bonds, and also things that are in the light, things that you were very aware of, either you or the other person or both. And in the shadow is, like, clarifying the shadow are the deeper, darker, more intense and lower vibrational lessons that we learn through these soulmate twin flame bonds. And also things that are hidden, that are physically in the shadow. So I want to hop to it. I won't be doing the little reading of what is being let go of at the beginning. I will do that as we go for what is at the bottom of the deck. So without further ado, my dear Pisces, what's the general energy here? So 8 of Wands, there's some sort of like a dick measuring contest going on here, and I feel like there could be some sort of competition that's going on, and there's a lot of intensity, there's a lot of passion in this. It feels a little bit conflicting to me, to be honest. I'm going to ask for a clarifier on this. What about Six of Pentacles? So it could be about a money situation of something not being given to somebody. Interesting. All right. Well, let's see what's being let go of. So what's being let go of is the Five of Swords. So, yeah, whatever this, coming towards each other with a lot of passion, a lot of wands, it has to do with some sort of fight about the flame that was going on. Like upright, this is, being prepared to go to battle for that flame, and because it's swords, it's communication, and very aggressive communication. So in reverse, it's like letting go of maybe the words that were spoken during this really heated exchange that went on. And it's about the Knight of Wands. So it is about this fire, about this passion, this intensity, whatever, sort of fiery thing that was going on. And also the Knight of Wands in reverse is like a sexual playboy, a sexual explorer who's not serious about commitment. So this battle or whatever could be about something sexual that was going on. About, yeah, how things were given. Maybe it's not that things weren't given, but how things were, how things, were physically given. And by the things, I mean that dick or that pussy. All right, so perhaps it's definitely something fiery. I feel a lot of sexual energy here already, though. All right, what's the light aspect of the general? What's the light aspect? Nine of Pentacles and Three of Wands. Yeah, definitely a third-party situation. There's someone else involved here. So, Nine of Pentacles is like waiting for somebody to come home. So I have a feeling that you're kind of waiting for something physically to happen. And, it's in the light. It's clear that someone is having a flame with somebody else, that there is a third flame here. I said like a dick measuring contest, there's a lot of fire. It's because there is somebody else involved here. So, and I feel like it's affecting the physical relationship. It could affect money housing situation, you know, anything physical here, about what's being given. But honestly, I feel like it's like, are they going to come home sort of thing? Or how physically is this going to change things? Whew. Interesting. I just saw the Two of Cups pop up. Oh, let's see. What's being let go of? The Three of Pentacles. So it looks like physically this relationship is being let go of. Like, it looks like maybe someone's found out about it, that there is a third flame, but what is being let go of is the Three of Pentacles. So maybe physically being with the third person. This is also like creating together. What is this about? About Seven of Chalices. Yeah, so this is like really lighthearted chit chat about emotions, I want to say. So I feel like, you know, someone could have found out about this third party situation, and it's like, you know, you're letting go of, like, someone's letting go of either holding on to that energy of knowing that, of finding out about a third party situation, or a third party situation is being let go of. That really was a little bit more lighthearted when it comes to the cups. Like, for this, to me, what I hear is like, I wasn't emotionally invested. I was just, you know, chit-chatting with them. We were just talking. Like, I hear that. Like, it's so emotionally lighthearted. I wasn't invested. It was just a romantic, sexual thing, you know? Like, this, someone's a playboy, playgirl. Like, I wasn't physically invested in them. I wasn't physically invested. I'm not emotionally invested. It was just sex. Damn. I don't know if that's you or you're dealing with, Pisces, but I mean, hey, if they're gonna be a little hoe, it's good to be upfront about it, but you can't get into a relationship thinking otherwise. But I feel like this person likes to double dip. Okay, let's see. General energy. What's the shadow aspect of what's going on here? So, Ten of Air. Okay, so someone is looking for too much guidance at tarot. Maybe a little bit obsessively. So for those who need that message, like, be careful of that. But also, I feel like both of you are listening to tarot videos of each other. So I think both of you are really trying to figure out, you know, what is destined? Is it written to the stars? Like, this is literally what I'm doing right now, you know, showing this to you. So also that there is some aspect of like divine timing that's going on, but really the general energy in the shadow is like not knowing how things are going to unfold, you know, like not reading the energies, uncertain, and letting go of Four of Fire. Yeah, this is a fight. I feel definitely a fight went on about this third party. And, you know, this is Aries, the god of war. So, you know, some sort of fight went on about Five of Air, about the way that things are gonna turn out. Yeah, about, you know, how things are written in the stars, like trying to figure out the energy, like what's gonna happen. There's a lot of obsessive energy here. If it's not from one person, you know, it's from both, but this is how things are gonna line up. And, you know, the Five of Air is that energy of like, oh, are we gonna get hot, you know, are we gonna get married? Are we gonna have kids? You know, the things that you find out on your palm. Although I will say I'm not a palm reader, so don't quote me on that. You could probably find out more on your palm. I don't know anything about it, but that's what I know. So that's what the card means, is like, you know, how things are going to turn out, that general energy of like it's saying you got to let that go. All right, let's see how you view them. How does Pisces view their soulmate twin flame? So we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So their divine feminine is a little bit messed up. And their physicality is also off. So the way that they deal with money, housing situation, you know, anything tangible, I think that you look at them in a very unimpressed manner. You know, like they are not the queen of this. They are not, you know, this is like very nurturing in that way. Like the Queen of Pentacles upright, she's like the mother of coin, and, you know, is very nurturing physically and also very good with money, you know, nurturing her investments, nurturing, you know, this. So in reverse, you view them as someone who's really not like that. Maybe reckless with spending as well. What's the light aspect of how Pisces is viewing their soulmate twin flame? 7 of Chalices. So, you know, that was what was being let go of them, you know, like, of maybe how they felt about that person, or you felt about that third party, but they view you as this 7 of Chalices, which is, you know, being like, very like chit-chatty about emotions, like, hey girl, what's up, let's talk, how you feeling, da da da, you know. It's very, very light-hearted when it comes to emoting. So they might keep it, you know, emotionally, like you might view them as someone who keeps things emotionally upbeat, or like wants to talk about the like da da da, you know. All right, how is Pisces viewing them in the shadow? How does, whoa. So we had some other ones. Wow, okay. So we had the 8 of Earth, which is like, it's physical abundance of, you know, it's weird that this Earth stuff's coming up, because this, when it comes out like this, it's like stuck. So it's not upright and it's not going down. Like this is, you know, when it's upright is like, look at all the beauty. There's metamorphosis going on. Things are physically changing, you know, earth, money, housing situation, anything tangible you can put your hands on, you know, and it's not that things aren't evolving either. It's literally just stuck. So you view them as maybe someone that you're stuck with somehow. And it might be maybe financially, because you view them as not really handling like that sort of stuff. But also in the shadow is Samhain and Ostara, so you do view them as this divine connection, that things are written in the stars, and you view them as someone who's still kind of pouring towards you, but is very much in the dark. You know, Samhain is like Halloween, of, you know, that like creepy time, that time of darkness. So you could be viewing them maybe as doing some dark magic as well. And I'll have to say it because it's here and it's programmed, is like LGBTQA+. So you also view them as someone who might be part of that community, or maybe you view them as getting involved in that. I'm not sure. It's weird. I like just got this really weird energy. So I feel like you might think that they're in the closet. I know that's some really weird feeling, but that's what I got when I was like, I'm not really sure. It was very, very strange. So not saying that they are. This is how you view them. So you might be questioning that. Again, if it's your message, take it. You know, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. All right, let's see how they view you. How does the soulmate twin flame view Pisces? As the Knight of Swords. So they view you as someone who charges towards them, who might be a little bit aggressive with the communication, and that you like really, you go to battle with them, that you instigate things, that you cause fights. You know, the Knight of Swords uses words and goes to battle with them. Not saying that you're this way. This is how they view you. And, you know, we did have that energy of, you know, you view them as someone who keeps things upbeat emotionally when communicating, you know, but they view you as someone who's like, charge, motherfucker, we're going to talk about this right now, and blah, da, 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 da. So, not saying that you are an instigator, but they do view you as one. All right, what is the light aspect of how the soulmate twin flame? So, they view you as a dream come true. Even though they might be annoyed by this a little bit, but they do view you as someone that they're moving towards, that they are, you know, going towards the light. They also see you as someone who is also moving towards the light out of this sort of shadow period. But they do view you like they're chasing a dream, or that you're chasing this dream. Can go both ways. You can always reverse energies here. All right, let's see how they view you in the shadow. So 3 of Earth in reverse, interesting. This is like physical abundance in reverse. So again, we have this Earth energy coming out about like money, housing situation, anything tangible you can put your hands on. They view you as someone who really doesn't have abundance in that area, or maybe physically what they want. It can also, you know, the 3 of Earth, they view you as like third party situation in reverse, because we have, you know, this third party going on. I think it was them who did the third party, because like 3 of Earth in reverse is like, they view you as, they know there's not a third party, or they're viewing you as someone who has not engaged in third party activities. There, I got it out. All right, let's take a look at the connective energy. All right, what is the connective energy? Ace of Swords. So the way that you talk to each other is extremely fiery. Ace of Swords, like the way that you start communication is very, very aggressive. I do also feel some like very heavy, sexy talk with each other. I feel like beyond the flame that you create when you talk in terms of like going to war, there's also some very high sexual energy between you two. And also maybe what you say in the bedroom. I will just put it out there that I was feeling that. So let's see the light aspect of the connective. So we have the 6 of Wands, and this is like moving forward, like really putting in work and time and energy to get over something, you know, to get to the top, and it's this Wands energy again. So this passion, this intensity, and it really could be that other third party situation, to be honest, of like trying to, the connective, you know, your connection is really trying to get over whatever happened. And let's see, this is, you know, that stuck energy. And what is it about? Wow. So the connective is about this dream. So, you know, like they see you as, you know, moving towards the light, whether you are or not, you know, who knows, but like the connective together is like getting over it. But honestly, like part of getting over this is this stuck energy of like running away from the shadow and into the light. And because it's swords, again, it's that communication. So it's like part of getting over this is like communication stuck about getting over this in the connective. It's not getting lighter. It's not getting lighter, the conversation. All right. What's the shadow aspect? So Maiden of Water and 10 of Fire in reverse. So the shadow aspect is some sort of like emotional kind of like infantile energy, I want to say, or not infantile, of being very naive. There's some sort of like, you know, the Maiden of Water ushers in a new emotional thing. The mother nurtures that emotional thing, and then the Crone of Water gets rid of that emotional thing, that water, and, you know, it ends. So this is the starting of a new emotional cycle. With the 10 of Fire in reverse, you know, it's about how things lined up. And it's like, there's like childish energy, and it's not written in the stars. Like that was not divine. That was not, you know, it didn't have to be part of the plan, is kind of what I'm getting. And also like, I hear someone saying, you know, with this like emotionally infantile fucking reason, I hear someone saying like, everything happens as it should. You know, like oh, it was written in the stars, everything happens for a reason type thing. I really feel that energy here. And to be fair, it does, but it's like you didn't have to. You know what I mean? Like, we have free will. You know, we manifest our realities, and like, yeah, now it is written in the stars, but you chose it. You chose to write that in the stars. Oh, I like feel that fire that you're feeling too. Damn, Pisces. All right, let's take a look at the blockage. What is the blockage? Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, this cycle has not been completed. Things are not moving forward. You know, like the Wheel of Fortune in the blockage, it's like you're feeling like we could have had it all. Like everything was so good. You are the other person, you know, but I really feel like the third party situation was on their end. And it's like, you know, you're feeling the Wheel of Fortune in reverse of like, we got so lucky by meeting each other, you know, being soulmate, being twin flame. And like, you had to fuck it up this way. And, you know, now, you know, I'm stuck in this cycle of learning how to forgive or whatever, you know what I mean? And like, you know, it is learning this lesson. This lesson has not been learned about, you know, that's what's in the blockage of why this can't move forward. And, you know, so many people are like, oh, soulmate, when I meet my soulmate, when I meet my twin flame, everything will be perfect. Like, nah, bitch, when you get in these, you know, types of relationships, it teaches you the depths of the human experience. You know, they're safe places to experience these, of people that we really will love for our whole life, and that they will love you. You know, so these connections are really intense, and I am so sorry that you're in this Wheel of Fortune in reverse energy, you know, in the blockage. I'm very sorry, Pisces, because I've been there. It's not fun. Nine of Swords in the blockage. This is how communication is happening. As you can see, she's extremely overwhelmed by all of this. You know, there's like vultures, there's bats, there's fairies, there's spiders, like getting so many messages. So I feel like, you know, someone could be being attacked, especially if you had like your friends or family, you know, message this person or talk to them, give them advice. You know, you might be pestering them, or vice versa. This energy might be coming towards you. Like, that's in the blockage. It makes someone not want to move things forward. You know, like the way that communication in general, you know, we saw that fighting energy. Someone just doesn't want to hear it anymore. Hot damn. All right, what's the shadow aspect? What is the shadow aspect of the blockage? So we have the Six of Water in reverse and the Elemental of Earth. So again, we have this Earth energy, which is, you know, the Elemental of Earth, the element of Earth, the element of money, the element of housing situation, you know, anything tangible you can put your hands on. Like, that whole, everything about that is in the blockage. Like, in reverse. It's not good. Like, that, there's something in that connection about physical things that is really, you know, a problem here. And with the Six of Water in reverse, it's not being able to do a lot of things, and probably in the physical world. So I have a feeling, you know, like trying to juggle a lot of things is difficult, and especially because it's water, it's emotion. So like trying to, juggle all of these emotions, and how that impacts the physical world. Now we're gonna take a look at how can we move things forward here, dear Pisces. All right. Oh, that was quick. The moon. This is some mourning energy. This is howling at the moon. Cry. Let it out. This is, you know, secrets. It's mourning what happened and being full of these emotions like the full moon, so that it can go through this cycle. You know, we had the Wheel of Fortune in the blockage in reverse, you know, so like, the thing is, things are not moving forward. The cycle is not progressing. You're stuck in one part of a cycle. And it's because, like, whatever you're full of, this emotion really needs to be mourned so that it can, you know, wane like the moon. You know, tides, emotional tides happen. You are being filled with a new emotion. And as shitty as it fucking is, like, I'm so sorry what happened in this situation, because just letting you know, they did something wrong. I will 100% emotionally validate you. They did something wrong. They wrote that in the stars, that was their choice. And, it's like, but you're experiencing a new emotion. And at baseline, I know I can talk to you guys, Pisces, like this, but baseline, how beautiful is it that you have reached a new corner of what emotion is? And I know it's a shitty one, but it's like, wow, that's an emotion that no one else has been able to evoke out of me. So, as crappy as it is, like, take that lesson and be like, wow, like, this sucks. I'm going to mourn it. I know eventually it will wane and I will be at a new moon and have a new emotional beginning. Okay. That is, if you want to stay in this, if you want to heal this, you also have free will and can write anything in the stars. There's a reason why we have multiple soulmates, and I think only one twin flame. I don't know. That's what they say. I've only met one. So, but we do have multiple soulmates. So it's like, I don't know if you're dealing with your soulmate or twin flame, but you also get to choose if you want this in your life. But if you do, how to move forward, that's what you got to do, babies. All right, what's the light aspect of how to move things forward? Knight of Swords. Nine of Swords and Knight of Swords. So, like 999, no. So, like, first I want to say how to move things forward. You should probably be careful with what you say and be careful how things are said for both of you. But I do feel like this is the message to whoever needs to move on, is like, be very careful with the Knight of Swords. This is, someone who's very particular about their communication. This is writing rough draft after rough draft after rough draft and being very careful about the way things are worded. And, the Knight of Swords, although a little bit flighty about their emotions, is like, really tries to get their words right to explain how they feel in order to communicate. But I feel like, how to move forward, it's like you have like all these different kinds of messages, and it could be that also you've been getting synchronicities as well, but because we did have this pop up twice, and this is the card of synchronicities, of getting so many that you don't know what they mean. But like, of having these multiple thoughts, of having this multiple internal communication, and really trying to block it out and try to manifest in words exactly how you're feeling, being very careful with that, because we have had a theme throughout the whole read about, arguing and the way that communication is happening. All right, what's the shadow aspect of how to move forward? So Yule in reverse, I think it's expecting, like, to not be reaping right now. Like, Yule time is a time of celebration. Yule is Christmas, so it's a time to like togetherness and celebration and stuff. So how to move forward is like, know that it's not that energy. It's not going to be this celebration. It is, a darker time. It's not a time of, perfect harmony, togetherness, what you do around the holidays, even faking nice. That's a very holiday oriented thing, is like playing nice. So, it doesn't have to be that way. Okay, my dear Pisces, let's take a look at the sexual energy here. Because I know y'all mad. I don't know if you're fucking, but let's just take a look at, we'll do 2 spots for general energy. So let's see the sexual energy of one person here. What's the sexual energy of 1? We have the Queen of Water. So someone is keeping to themselves. It looks like the Divine Feminine is. This is a Cancer in reverse. So someone could be letting go of sexual relationships with a Cancer, with the Queen of Water. But this is, oh yeah, because this is actually keeping to yourself. But, you know, this in reverse, I have a feeling that this is more like maybe masturbatory energy rather than having sex with other people. All right, what is the other? So the Priestess, Knight of Water, and the Chariot. So the other person's sexual energy, we have the Moon, we have Pisces, and we have Cancer again. So I do feel some Cancerian energy that is involved sexually, especially because the Moon is Cancer as well. So it looks like someone is, you know, looking at some pussy for sure. And this is about looking at like the darker parts of yourself. So it could be, going through, like maybe a sexual awakening and exploring some things that, you know, you're not really used to. It could be some sort of, you know, female authority role. We do have like, you know, the nun there. And also watching yourself. So you could be watching yourself having sex, you could be recording yourself, you could be looking at yourself in the mirror while you're doing that, or masturbating, or them, you know what I mean? Knight of Water, this is being emotionally stagnant in something. So it looks like if you are having sex, your emotions aren't really in it. Like this is just like, meh, you know? And the Chariot is moving things forward sexually, but again, we have this like movie thing. So I feel like porn on whoever this is, like porn is definitely a big thing in here, like looking at pussy, porn, and not emotionally invested. So I really feel like this is some energy of like, yeah, pornography that is kind of screaming. So anyway, let's take a look at the advice from Spirit. What does, okay. It's better to have loved and lost than to never have loved at all. So I think that maybe you've been feeling like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe that I invested so much into this. Like I wish that I wasn't in love. I wish this never happened because it's hurting so bad. But you know, it's better to have loved and lost than to never have loved at all. And it looks like you guys have not lost each other right now. It looks like you're still in communication. So, you know, but also, again, you get to make that choice about what is written in the stars. Like, it's better to have loved and lost than to never have loved at all. So are you going to stick it through and do this? That's totally up to you, obviously, you know, but even loving and losing it is better than it never happening. You know, these relationships really, really teach us so much. It's divine. It's divine. It's not easy, but it is divine. Okay, this is the Universal Love Healing Oracle. What does Pisces need to hear in order to heal this relationship if they so choose? We have 2, physical body and love. Wow. So to heal this, there is a difference between love that you have in the heart chakra of this divine love, of this force, versus what is going on with the physical body. And I know that they did you dirty, and I'm so sorry, but to heal this, the guides are saying, know the difference between, you know, engaging in the physical with someone and actually loving someone. So if you do want to heal it, your guides are saying very clearly, it's better to have loved and lost. Like, if you want to walk away, do it. You can write that in the stars if you want. You know, if you want to heal this, you really have to let go of, you know, of the difference between loving someone and physically engaging with them. So I am so sorry that happened to you again, Pisces. Jeez Louise. But I hope that you got the confirmations that you needed. Please let me know how this reading went for you. Thumbs up, likes, comments, subscribes, you know, all of it. is very much appreciated. The more energy you give me, the more energy I can send back. So enjoy the rest of Pisces season, my sweet, and I hope to see you again for the next reading. I love you very much. Bye-bye.